Hi, I'm Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach. And I've got something special for you today. It is the 2024 Entegra Coach Esteem. Now, this floor plan is the 29V. The Esteem, that is the top of the line traditional Class C that we have here at Entegra Coach. I want to point out some of the things that we do that are unique within the industry, but then also just point out some of the highlights of this motorhome. First of all, this is built on the E450 chassis. Ford gives us a great platform, but we do some enhancements to this. On this coach, you will notice we do have the Easy Drive Elite system. So what in the world's Easy Drive Elite? Why do you do that? Why do you spend money there? All fair questions. First and foremost, our goal with this coach is to be the quietest riding, best handling coach at this price point. Why is that? Because we don't want you to spend money on this coach and then make a trip out to Yellowstone and stay at the local Holiday Inn. We love Holiday Inn, but at the same time, you just spent a lot of money on this coach, so we want you to use it. So our goal, quietest driving, best handling coach at this price point so that you use it. So we're doing 5 different things to this that our competition is not. First and foremost, Koni FSD shocks. Koni FSD shocks, they give you both comfort and stability. Second thing we're doing is we are adding Hellwig helper springs to the rear. We are the only manufacturer, if you plan on towing, we are the only manufacturer that can safely tow the 7,500 pound cargo carry, or excuse me, tow capacity of a cargo trailer or a horse trailer. Why do I say that? Simply because the way cargo trailers are designed, or horse trailers, or anything that you are towing and has tongue weight, is there's a 10% ratio between your GVW, your gross vehicle weight rating of that trailer, and then also your tongue capacity. So if you're towing a 6,000 pound GVW trailer, your tongue weight will be 600 pounds on that. 7,500 tongue weight will be 750 pounds. You're catching the math, aren't you? So with this, every manufacturer on this platform, Ford rates the tow capacity at 7,500 pounds. Every manufacturer can do that. Don't be fooled by an 8,000 pound hitch on the rear. Some manufacturers do that. 7,500 is max. The difference between them and us is you can safely tow that 7,500 pounds without any bit of weight distribution on that trailer. So we are doing things like the Hellwig helper springs. As we upfit this chassis, as we stretch this chassis, we are adding more steel in the center of this coach to be able to support the weight of that tongue. And then also the way we bolt our hitches on is unique to Entegra Coach. So wanted to point that out. Hellwig helper springs help with your towing, but then also they help with your left or right stability as you're going down the road. So a gust of wind, you're not going to start rocking. The Hellwig helper springs help prevent that. In the background, I apologize if you hear an air hose right now. Our showroom here is attached to an active factory, so you may get some background noise. I apologize. But you know what? This is the real world. This is like social media. This is whatever you stream that is live streaming and, you know, those reality TV shows. This is a reality TV show, folks, but it's also an infomercial on this, aka walk around. So the Koni shocks, Hellwig helper springs. On this coach, we're removing Ford's rear stabilizer bar. We're putting an oversized stabilizer bar on it. That stability helps with stability there, reduces about 62% of the rocking of this coach. Then also we're putting rubber isolation mounts on both sides of the rear axle. And then finally, computer balanced drive shaft. We balance that as one unit to get as tight as possible to eliminate the white background noise inside of that coach. So doing things that nobody else is doing, and unless I point that out, there's a chance that maybe your salesman at your local dealership won't point it out. If you're thinking about another brand of motorhome, I challenge you, take that brand for a drive and then hop in the Esteem, and it's a guarantee this thing will handle so much better simply because of those suspension components we're adding. So the Easy Drive Elite is a big deal on this coach. Also, you'll notice we have a one-piece seamless fiberglass front cap. We're the only manufacturer who does this front cap. Our sidewalls go all the way out to the front. Our bunk platforms come all the way over to the edge. There's a horizontal seam right here with every other manufacturer that will ultimately leak with time. That's a known leak point on a Class C. So we at Entegra Coach, we cover that seam up to protect your investment. Other manufacturers may try to claim that they have a one-piece fiberglass front cap, but their front cap is from about this portion to this portion, just for the aesthetics purposes. And now they have totally left this leak point alone. We give you a true seamless one-piece fiberglass front cap that covers the whole structure that's there to protect your investment. You'll notice in the front of this coach also that panoramic window. We were the pioneers of that in ballpark 2017. Since then, you'll see other manufacturers doing that. We install this in an automotive bonded process. So the same way with this chassis, has about a 1/4 inch recess, 3/4 inch lip. We do the exact same thing on top. And then on that flange, we put a brand of sealant that as it cures, it doesn't get rigid. So just like the same with the chassis, same sealant they're using. This chassis goes down the road, buffets a little bit from the wind. That windshield needs flexibility. Our cap buffets with the wind a little bit, and that window needs flexibility. And so that window does have the flexibility with that. We've been doing that since 2017, and I can tell you we have had zero water issues with that. So some of you may say, well, Grandpa had one that Class C that had a window in the front. Folks, that's old school. They crammed a router in there, routed it out, stuck a window in with seals. Those seals deteriorated and it leaked water. Single most expensive thing we put on any Class C is this front cap. So let me tell you, it makes zero sense that we would do something to the front cap that would cause water to infiltrate it. So totally secure, totally safe from water infiltration. So we're super proud of that front cap and that window as well. On the inside, there is a power shade that closes that off. Window is great because it lets the great outdoors in, onto the inside. Also, potentially kids sleeping up here, maybe an adult sleeping up here, being able to look at the stars at night, absolutely magical. And so during the day when it could be hot, put the power shade down, keeps the heat out. As we come back this coach, you will notice that we do have a fiberglass wing, fiberglass running boards. There are side cameras integrated into the mirror. So that's one of the things that you'll get with the Esteem, is just a higher end look and higher end components compared to our competitors. So integrated cameras into the mirror, hit my turn signal, it illuminates this whole side so I can see anything on the blind spot. Same with the other side. I put it in reverse and my rear camera lights up as well. So this is a very comfortable driving experience. You will notice that this coach does have partial paint. That is standard with this group. With this coach, with any Esteem that we build. And so gives it more aesthetics, a beautiful look. You will see a nice long awning, integrated LED lights. Catch this for a second, okay? A lot of you guys like this feature, and I want to point it out. We do have the exterior entertainment center here. We get mixed reviews on this. A lot of you folks like it. Every now and then I'll get a grumpy person who approaches me and is just appalled that we put a TV in here. Folks, you don't have to use it, okay? But I know a lot of you want to be able to watch your college football games in the fall on Saturdays as you're camping, or potentially be able to stream a nice Disney movie on this TV, just to be able to provide to the ambiance of the camp experience. As I mentioned in a video that I did earlier today, if you don't like the TV, you don't have to use it. You can sell this thing on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. So do that. Use this as a storage area. Use it however you want. But we give you a TV, all right? A lot of you guys like that and want that. It does clip here. You're going to notice we do have frameless windows. And that's standard on this Esteem. Why do we do that? Because it protects your seals from those UV rays. As I mentioned on the front cap, exposed steel seals, they will break down with time, but this protects them and then make sure that your investment lasts a long time. Let's come over to this window for a second. There's a couple cues on here that we want to talk about. At Entegra Coach, we give you a 2-year limited warranty. 2-year limited warranty, what's it limited by? 24,000 miles. This coach cannot be used as a full-time rental. We don't warranty rentals, nor do we warranty customer neglect or negligence. And so that 2-year warranty, you may say, oh, it's only 2 years. But I challenge you, look at every other major manufacturer that's building Class Cs in the marketplace today. They only give you a 1-year warranty. Why do we give you 2 years? How do we give you 2 years? We build a better coach at Entegra Coach. We build a better coach, but then also we want you to have a peace of mind that 2 years we stand behind your investment. Everybody else is 1 year. That is not proprietary to us, folks. Anybody could do that, but they've chosen not to. We've chosen to give you the 2 years. Why? Because I feel like our engineers do an incredible job. Our front overhead bunk rated at 750 pounds. Industry average is about 450. So we're doing things that nobody else is doing. The integrity of this structure of the coach. We're giving you a suspension components, like a lot of them that I already mentioned. It helps with the integrity and structure, long-term lasting of this coach simply because we've done things in the suspension to make it ride better. It's not a rattle box. It's not, this box is not getting beat up simply because we've added those Easy Drive Elite components. Also on this coach, we are giving you the cat strap. What is a cat strap, and why is there a picture of a cat on that? Catalytic converter. So we put a theft deterrent on all of our gas motorhomes. It doesn't matter if it's an F53 chassis, aka gas class A, or this E450 chassis. We want to protect your investment. There's nothing worse than thinking you're going to go on a camping trip. You've filled everything inside this coach. You're getting ready to go camping. As soon as you start that key, you think you're at a NASCAR race and that stock car just lit up and it is roaring. What happened? During the night, somebody stole your catalytic converter. We put a theft deterrent on it to make it more difficult for somebody to steal your catalytic converter. Why? So that you can use this coach, folks. That's why we build them, is for you to use them. It also protects our dealer's investment when they bring them to the lot to protect anything we build. There again, a cat strap, or if you're talking about our gas class A's, the catalytic converter theft deterrent we put on that, not proprietary to us. Anybody could order these things. They've just chosen not to. We do it because it's the right thing to do, because we want you to use this coach. Coming back further on the coach, you will notice that we do have storage. I'll open those as I go back. This is going to be your LP tank. Storage boxes here. Those are all Roto-Cast. We have exterior speakers that are at camp height on this coach. And then also your storage continues as you go back. A lot of storage on this coach. Roto-Cast compartments simply for you to be able to put anything you desire. The rear of the coach, you will notice that we have a ladder going to the roof. Why do we give you a ladder when it's a full fiberglass roof, fully walkable? Because we want you to check your seals. We want you to check your seals on a regular basis. On the roof, there is a 15,000 BTU air conditioner that is standard with a heat pump, or you can option it for two 13,500 BTU air conditioners. On the roof, we have 200 watts of solar, we have skylights, and then we also have the WineGuard 2.0 Connect, which is your Wi-Fi range extender to use when you're at the campgrounds or maybe your local McDonald's or Starbucks that you want to grab Wi-Fi and intensify it inside your coach. Or you can do a paid subscription and use a 4G LTE hotspot, so that's mobile on the go. So you can either stream on the go or even do computer work on the go. So that ladder is why we give you that. We want you to inspect your seals, but at the same time, like I said, it is a fully walkable one-piece fiberglass roof. And you can notice that that roof does wrap around to the side to be able to shed water better. It's a crowned roof. We want the snow and the water load to be shed. Rear of the coach, as I mentioned, safe tow capacity, 7,500 pounds, 750 pound vertical tongue capacity, and then also our rear camera right below the brake light up above, just for that safety and security of being able to back up. So this has been an exterior look of the Entegra Coach Esteem. Let's go inside the 29V. Alrighty, we are inside the 29V Entegra Coach Esteem. Just want to point out some things for you on the inside of this. We are starting in the front of the coach. If you watched any other videos, we always start in the front of the coach, so probably not a surprise to you. Maybe next year we'll start in the rear of the coach and just kind of throw you for a loop. But this year, up front once again. This is the Ford E450 chassis. As I mentioned, these seats do swivel. Full transparency with you. This seat swivels very easily. So you pull into a campsite at night, I would swivel this seat around if you need extra seating area. This seat, because of the steering wheel, it's a little bit more difficult to swivel. I personally, if I'm using this coach, which we do have a demo fleet here at Entegra Coach, I'm not going to swivel that unless I'm somewhere for probably 2 to 3 days or more. So both of these do swivel in case you need more seating capacity inside of this coach. Talking about seating capacity, everywhere we have a seat with Entegra Coach, we have a seat belt. So in this coach, we can seat belt 2, 4, 6, and 8. By law, we're not required to put them in this rear-facing dinette, but at the same time, we know that you could be taking this tailgating, or you could have a huge family you're taking, or a lot of friends. So we want to make sure you have a seat belt in every seating position. So this coach will seat belt 8. Also, we do have child tethers, child safety tethers if you've got a kid in the car seat. I don't know if you do it for booster seats. My kids are old enough, I don't know, but definitely car seats, simply because we want you to feel safe and secure toting your kids around as well. Those are in the facing, forward-facing dinette. But back up to this area, as I mentioned, we do have our automotive bonded window in the front with that power shade. front overhead bunk rated at 750 pounds. And then what the world is this guy? This guy is a safety net. Whether you're putting boxes up there and you don't want them to slide out the back, or potentially you're putting bodies up there, sleeping bodies. We don't want them to roll out while they're sleeping. So we give this to you standard. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but this does come with every coach as well. Up in the front, you will see the Sony infotainment, aka radio. With that, you get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Also, you get a free trial of SiriusXM. It's a great feature if you want to check it out. I have it in my truck. I absolutely love it. Probably wouldn't go back to standard radio, but that's totally your call on that. Inside of this coach, you will see that new for 2024, we oversized our cabinet doors and then also our drawer fronts. And you may wonder, why in the world did you do that? Quite honestly, it did add a little extra expense. But in reality, most traditional motorhomes and even travel trailers, as they're built, the stiles, when I say stiles, it's the face frame here that's in between doors. A lot of that is exposed, and it kind of has like an old school feel. Unless you're buying a retro trailer, old school really isn't cool. And so we wanted to oversize our cabinet doors and drawer fronts to give it a more residential feel. So we've got nice clean lines on everything. The exposure of these styles is very limited, and so we did that brand new for 2024. In this kitchen area on an Esteem, you will get a solid surface countertop. You have a dual basin sink inside of this, and then also your pop-up 120 USB, and then when it's down, I have wireless charging on top of this. This is a 30 amp coach with a 4,500 watt generator that is plumbed to your chassis. So the generator is getting fuel from the chassis. Great thing about that is that 4,500 watt generator, I can power everything in this coach. As I mentioned earlier, this does have 2 ACs, and some of you who are a little bit more seasoned in your electrical knowledge, you may say, how can a 30 amp coach run 2 13.5 ACs? That's all courtesy of our power management system. Our power management system ensures that both compressors on the air conditioners are not turning on at the same time. So if both zones, your bedroom and your living area here, are calling for air, that power management system will make sure that your front one turns on first. After your compressor has that initial power surge and then comes down, your rear compressor will turn on. And then you're up and running and you're golden. But that system is smart enough to know, it's intuitive enough to know that it's Friday night and you've either got kids or grandkids or just you yourself are in here and it's time to watch a movie and you need some popcorn. Thing's smart enough to know that you come over here to the microwave, you put your bag of popcorn in. If you're into microwave popcorn, I do old school. In case you didn't know, I have a whirly pop. I make my popcorn on the stovetop. Tastes better in my opinion. But let's say you like the convenience of microwave popcorn. As soon as I hit start, that energy management system will shed the rear compressor. It'll make my popcorn. As soon as that dings, the energy management system recognizes this is no longer a power source. It'll cycle through. About 30 seconds later, my rear air compressor will come back on for my air conditioner. So that power control system, power management system, very intuitive. Why do we do that when we could make this a 50 amp coach? Full transparency, if we made this a 50 amp coach, it would cost you more money on the front end. So we're doing it for economic reasons. We can accomplish the exact same thing with a 30 amp coach as a 50 amp with your dual ACs. The second reason, because 50 amp campsites aren't always available, or if they are, they're a premium. And so it's a financial thing for you on the backside as well. So we're making sure that we're doing this as efficiently as possible, building you a luxury coach that will be cost effective. And so that's why we do that. This whole motorhome is controlled by a BM Pro multiplex system. As you come in the door, it is over right here in your overhead, and from that I can download a app to my phone. I can control the whole coach from that BM Pro system, or I can also just manually do it with my fingers on that pad. Just depends on how high tech you want to be. This coach does have theater seats. This is optioned with theater seats, and these are power. They run off of your inverter. There's also USB outlets on your theater seat control, and then also a nice padded armrest cup holder, and then a remote holder right there, or even a cell phone or jewelry, wallet. anything you'd like, folks, can fit in there. As we come back, you do have a residential size microwave. Nothing is more frustrating than when you're trying to reheat leftovers from last night and your Corningware or whatever you're putting in there just doesn't fit. So we give you a residential size microwave. You do have a 3-burner cooktop that runs off of propane, and then also an RV oven running off of propane. You will notice in this coach that we do have dark out shades. These dark out shades are extremely nice. We give you full coverage left to right so that there's not any exposure on that. In the cab area, we do option one of our very few options that we do option on this coach, privacy screen, essentially windshield cover, and then side covers as well for your cab area, just to give you that blackout. New for 24, we have added 12-volt refrigerators to the Esteem lineup. This is traditionally, if this were last year, in the same cavity, it would be an 8 cubic foot gas electric refrigerator. This year we switched to a 12-volt refrigerator. A lot of the industry did it a few years earlier. We waited till some of the kinks were worked out on 12 volts to become more efficient and then more reliable. But in this cavity, we can put a 10 cubic foot refrigerator. So we get more capacity. Going down the road, this refrigerator will run off of my 2 house batteries. So as I mentioned, this does have solar and it does have 2 house batteries. And so wanted to point that out to you folks as well. This is our 29V floor plan. This 29V floor plan is a great floor plan from the standpoint of it's very segmented to where I have my living area and kitchen. I come into my bathroom area, and then I have my bedroom area. More times than not at a show, folks will walk into this floor plan and see the shower in the hallway, and they will think that at Entegra Coach, we are a bunch of weirdos. Why in the world would somebody want to shower out in public when their friends are watching television back there? Fair question. It doesn't happen that way, unless you want it to happen that way. I'd prefer you don't let it happen that way. But you look up overhead here, there's a magnet. This bathroom door, it does close off that whole area there. So I can be in the shower and nobody can see me from that area. And then also from the bedroom area, I do have an accordion door that blocks off the bedroom. So the great thing about this style of floor plan, I actually prefer this, is because now I have a 100-inch wide bathroom. A lot of RV bathrooms are a little bit smaller, and so without being too graphic and detailed, I can close off both doors. I can get out of the shower, I can dry my feet off, I can bend over and pull my running shorts up, and my body's not slapping against everything. And so there is plenty of room inside of this bathroom to be able to get dressed after you get your shower done. Also, you will notice in our bathroom, I'll let you take a look here in a second, that there is a full large window in there. At Entegra Coach, we have the largest windows in the bathroom, and you say, what does that even matter? There again, if the sun is coming up and there's folks sleeping in the bedroom, or you might have some kiddos sleeping out here in this area, I can go into the bathroom without turning the light on, and I can look in the mirror, I can brush my teeth, etc. And it does give you more lighting on the inside. As we come back into the bedroom area, you will see a queen size bed, full bank of overhead cabinets. You'll notice that the door overlays the doors have been made larger, so the overlays reduce the visible stiles. And then we have 2 wardrobes in the rear, the right side and the left side. There is a shelf on both sides. Also, this unit does have a television in it. There is storage behind it, and then a full bank of drawers, and then down below drawers as well. You will notice in the nightstands that we do have wireless charging, as well as a USB port for you to, if you have an old school phone or maybe a tablet you want to charge, be able to do that. Overhead cabinet, we have a 120 volt outlet with a grommet underneath so that you are able to run wires down below, and then a large egress window in the rear. As I mentioned, 13.5 air conditioner, so if you are in Arizona, those hotter areas, you're able to cool down this living area very effectively, and you're not going to be a sweat box at night. So this has been a complete walkthrough of the 2024 Entegra Coach Esteem. As I mentioned, this is the 29V floor plan. And my name is Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach. And I would encourage you, go to our website if you want more stats on tank sizes, LP, etc., and get those off of our website. Or even, better yet, go to our dealer finder, enter the state that you're in and your zip code, and we will direct you to your closest closest Entegra Coach stocking dealer of the Esteem. Or if you have technical questions that may be a little bit more too difficult for your dealership, call us here at the factory. Let us know what state you're from, and we will connect you to the regional sales manager who's responsible for your state or province to answer any technical questions you have. Thanks so much for watching this video today. And again, this is Entegra Coach, the Esteem. Go out to your local dealership and check it out.